Bring the awareness to the perineum, and focused on the perineum, we will do the mantra Lam, and we will press the little finger with the thumb as we do Lam. Now, for those of you who are new and don't know where the perineum is, it is when we are seated in between the anus and the genital area. So if you gently squeeze your buttocks, you can not only focus, you can also stimulate the perineum. So let's take a deep breath in. Lam.
Lam.
Lam. Lam.
Lam.
Lam. Lam.
Lam.
Lam. Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam. Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Ram.
Lam.
Lam. Lam.
Lam.
Release the fingers and continue.
Lam.
Lam. Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Lam.
Bring the awareness 1 inch above the perineum. And here behind the place where we urinate, as we contract from front to back, we do the mantra Vam. And as we do Vam, press the ring finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath. Vam. 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 Vam.
Wow.
Vam. Vam. Release the finger one last time. Vam. Now we bring our awareness behind the navel, and here as we do Ram, as we draw in at the navel, we press the middle finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath. Ram. 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 Release your hand, and now we go on to doing continue with Ram. Ram. Last time. Ram. Now bring the awareness in between the breasts in the middle of the body, and here we do the sound Yum. And when we do that, press the index finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Yum. 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 Release the fingers and continue one more time.
Yum.
Yum. Bring the awareness to the throat and at the base of the mouth, and there we do the mantra hum. And here we keep the thumbs up mudra with a loose fist. Hum. Hum. Release the fingers and continue. Now bring the awareness to the middle of the head. We do the sound chum. Again, thumbs up mudra. Chum. 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 Release the hands and continue. Chum. Top of the head, Om. Take a deep and again thumbs up. Release the fingers and continue. Last time. So now we go on to our happy face breathing, Ujjayi pranayama. Dr. Anjana Dhingra, if you would like to lead, please go ahead.
Okay.
And Anjanaji, if you like, after you do this, if you want to do the spinal alignment, take it as far as you want, and whenever you want, I'll take it over.
No, I think you should do that because I cannot sense.
No
Okay?
problem.
You
Carry
can, so you're the master of that.
Carry on.
All right. We're doing the happy face breathing. This is a throated breathing. Even as we breathe through the nose, it feels like a throat breathing. So bring your awareness to your neck area, your floor of the mouth, and bring a smile to your face, a nice, deliberate smile. You feel that there is a little tightening of the throat muscles inside, even as you feel the stretch of the skin outside. Now, your vocal cords are like this. It's actually sitting like this. I'll make it out vertically for you so you can see. As we breathe in through this tight or taut vocal cords, they don't move too much. Normally, when you breathe in, it goes up, and then when you breathe out, it collapses. So this is the movement, but now we're making it nice and taut so it remains kind of in the same parameter. As you breathe in, there is vibration rubbing against the vocal cords, and as you breathe out, you will find the same occurring in your exhale. Now imagine there is a hole right here through which you're going to be breathing, and bring a straw out here. Imagine you're breathing through the straw, through the hole, a slow, subtle, and long breath in, and a slow, very subtle, smooth, long breath out. Keep your eyes closed, keeping your awareness at the throat. Notice this rubbing sensation as you breathe in and as you breathe out throughout this practice. This is a very good pranayama for people who have snoring issues because the flabby muscles collapse during the night, causing stoppage of breathing. But toning this throat muscles with this helps this in this case. So continue.
Now let's go on to our spinal alignment exercise. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, gently tilt your head and try to bring your ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, come back up and tilt the opposite way towards the other shoulder. And inhale and exhale and continue on your own pace of the breath. Go at a slower pace as is comfortable for you. But with each motion, bring the body and mind together and feel the sensations as you're moving and observe it. So keep your eyes closed. Now, as you inhale, come back up. And as you exhale, rotate the head and look over one shoulder. And inhale, come back. And as you exhale, look over the other shoulder. And inhale, come back. And continue. When you take back the next breath and come in, now, after that, inhale and go back up and take the head back and exhale, come down and bring the chin towards the chest and continue. As you exhale and bring the chin towards the chest, now we will do 360-degree rotation. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale, complete the circle, and continue. Continue in the same direction. When you complete the next circle, you can go back and we go reverse. Now, let's go on to the shoulder exercise. Inhale, lift up one shoulder, exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Inhale, lift up the other shoulder, exhale, rotate it back and bring it down, and continue. Now, as you complete this, let's go on to the hand exercises. Straight, keep your hand straight and inhale, raise the palm up and stretch out the fingers. Exhale, thumbs in and make a downward facing fist. Continue. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. And exhale. Now we rotate the fist around the wrist as you inhale and exhale. Next inhale and exhale. Continue. 3. 4. And 5. Let's go reverse. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Now elbows in line with the shoulders. We go around the wrist and fingers. Inhale and exhale. Continue. Inhale and exhale. Continue. Now let's go reverse. Last time. Now interlock the fingers and bring it behind the head. And as we exhale, turn to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale the other way, inhale, come back, and continue. Now, when you complete the exhalation and come back with inhalation, get hold of your elbows behind the head. And as you exhale, pull on one elbow and inhale, come back. Exhale, pull on the other elbow, inhale, come back, and continue. At the last exhalation, when you come back with inhalation, bring down the hands and bring your hands behind you and get hold of the opposite elbows. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, turn to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale the other way and inhale, come back, and continue. Excellent. Now, let's cross one leg over the other and get hold of the knee that is on the top. And as you exhale, you not only pull it in, but cross it over and turn your head in the same direction as the leg you're holding, which is the opposite side from the direction the leg is going. Inhale and exhale. Now, let's cross over to the other leg. As you exhale and pull, turn, inhale, and continue. Excellent. Now, If you're in your sitting on your chair, come a little forward so that there is space behind. Get hold of the sides of the chair with a firm grip. And those of you who are seated on the floor, bring your hands behind you and place the palms in a way whereby the fingers are pointing forward on the two sides. Now take a deep breath in, and as you inhale, make a backward arch and throw the head back and feel a nice backward arch. Inhale and exhale and stay there. Take a deep breath in, and as you inhale, come up. And now we will stand up and we will bend at the hips. Those of you who need the support of the chair, please make use of it. Those of you for whom there are no balance issues, you can get hold of your elbow behind your back, and as you exhale, lean forward, keeping the shoulder and head pulled back. Keep the chin up. Don't let the chin drop. Inhale slowly and come back up. And let's take a seat. And we will go on to Bhastrika pranayama. Srijit, do you want to lead?
Sure, Naren.
Yeah, 2 rounds of Bhastrika pranayama.
Okay. So the Bhastrika pranayama is deep inhalation and exhalation. And this can be done in 2 ways. the easier option by keeping your palms in your abdomen area. And as you inhale, as the lower lung breathes in, the abdomen area expands, and then chest and shoulder expands as the middle lung and the upper lung breathes. And as you breathe out, everything collapses. The same can be done with hand position also, if you have the upper body strength, with the elbows by the side. As you breathe in, the abdomen area, chest and shoulder expands, palms open, and as you breathe out, everything collapses. Exhale is slightly longer than inhale, and those who are doing this practice for a while can also visualize the energy of the breath going to the head as you inhale and coming out of the head as you exhale. So we'll start. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. We will pause until there are any sensations in your head. And once the sensation subsides from the head, we will move to the next round. Go to the next round. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Close your eyes and watch the sensation coming down from the head to the rest of the body.
Mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. I let go of everything. And then if you have a personal mantra, do it. Otherwise, just listen to Om. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. And with that as the thought, lift up your hands and bring it 6 inches in front of your face and look straight into the palm of your hands when you open your eyes. So with that, we end the session here. And if there are any new people who would like to introduce themselves, or people who have been in the recent past who have joined, you're welcome to do so. And if there are any other questions, we are happy to take that questions as well.
I'm Revati Iyengar.
Yes.
I'm Revati Iyengar. I'm a new person. I joined yesterday. I'm from Pembroke Pines in Florida.
Wonderful.
But yesterday and today, I'm not able to see any of the instructors, including you, Dr. Raj. I'm just hearing you and I'm watching the others, and I'm following Sunanda Unnava, who's here in the center.
Okay. Let's make sure you right now you're unable to see me, right?
I have not seen you since yesterday. Yesterday also, I went through the whole session without seeing you, and today also.
Okay. At this moment, you're not seeing me. So let's.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Go up to the on the top right-hand corner. Do you have anything that says speaker view or gallery view or anything like that?
No.
No, you have turned off your video. You have to turn on your video. Whatever you did was turned it off. Okay.
Okay.
So now you see, the only way in which we can help you is if you share your screen and we can see what is happening. Okay.
Okay. So what should I do?
Srijit, can you give her access to share her screen?
Sure. Will. Yeah, she should be able to share the screen.
Okay. Now, Revati, can you go right to the bottom of your display? Do you see some green button called share screen?
Yes. Share content. Share.
Okay.
It says share content.
Yeah, share content. So you're on a Mac, right?
I'm on my iPad.
iPad. Okay. Did hit on share content. And then select everything and then just put share. Click on that. Give permission to share over there. Click on that.
It says screen, photos, iCloud Drive, Dropbox.
Just yeah, screen.
Screen.
Select
Okay.
screen.
Okay. Screen. Okay. Now it says screen recording, photos. Go to meeting, Zoom, start recording.
Actually, the screen you have selected right there. After that, it will be there'll be a blue button that gives you permission to share. You have to click on it.
That is the Zoom button. It says Zoom.
Well, whatever the thing is, you see, I think you should. Do you have any other young person at home who is computer savvy?
Unfortunately, not. We are two old people. My husband is there. I
Or-
cannot.
Yeah, maybe you
If you are using iPad, go to the left corner. There is a switch active speaker. Put that one. You will see that. iPad. I'm using my iPad. If you go left hand corner, there is a gallery place and active speaker. Just press active speaker button. You can see the active speaker.
What
Can you
speaker?
see
It
this?
says
Speaker view.
Just switch to gallery view.
Okay, top left-hand corner is where she has it. Okay.
what is this? There is the stop video.
There's one switch the active speaker, or switch the gallery room, or something in the left hand corner. That
Okay, you have turned off your video.
Okay.
Go on top right or top left. You'll have,
top left, there's a leave button. There below the switch
There
camera.
will
and
be-
below the
Yeah,
switch
there is a
gallery
leave
view.
there's a leave button on the top left, and then
And the downstairs, then white switch camera and switch to gallery view.
He has to tap
So
that
press-
place. He has to tap on the
Press
place.
tap
Yeah,
the switch
okay.
gallery view.
Okay, now I see in the screen.
Okay, good. Your
Now-
problem
Yeah,
is,
you can see
Yeah.
all the screen and move
Yeah,
the screen and see all the
now
pictures.
I see. Yes, now I see you.
okay, the golden
All
rule
right.
when you're working with any computing system is you can explore around, but always be aware what you did so that you can reverse back what you did. Normally,
Okay.
if you click on any button and then you click it again, it'll bring you back to where you were before. Okay?
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Explore around and you'll be fine. Okay?
Thank you so very much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you, Suresh Bhai. Everything was good.
Thank you.
Anybody with any other questions or introductions?
This is Suresh. I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
On the Spinal 7 mantra, I send you an email also. On the Spinal 7 mantra, is this the feet or the first one and the neck is I'm or Haim?
In the feet, it is I'm.
I'm.
I-Y-M, however you say it, is I'm.
Oh, I got it.
Yes.
And okay. And so it's I'm, Shim, Jim, Jaim. I'm,
Oh,
Om.
yes.
Okay, then I got it. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Yes.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so some of the exercises we close the eyes, some we keep eyes open. Is there any logic between the two? Which one we are supposed to keep it open and where we keep
Actually, you should keep your eyes closed as many of the exercises as possible.
it?
The only reason for opening the eyes is if you have doubt that you're doing it correctly and you want to see. Otherwise, you should keep it closed all the time, because that is how you will be able to get mind-body integration. That makes it yoga. You're
Thank
welcome. Any other questions?
Rajanji, when you do this, cleaning all these chakras, and
Yes.
sometimes more times and long times, do you visualize whose chakra is not clean or something because you see in your mind and see?
See, what happens is there are too many screens over here for me to look over, because there are 125 people. So there are 5 screens I have to move over. Now, I used to look through them to see who is it and, focus on them. But now these days, what I do is I just collectively think of everybody, and then I look to see where the cleaning is needed. So I don't know. I find these days that the Lam mantra takes quite a while. And I'm wondering whether there are people whose health issues are worrying them to a degree, because that's how the Muladhara chakra gets blocked.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So when we are doing it ourselves, how do I know it's cleared?
The only way is if you have the sensitivity to feel in each chakra. Now, for instance, Anu Varshne, she is able to feel how the vibration in some of the upper chakras, when she does it, she can feel how the vibration rises up through the head. She may not necessarily feel it in the lower chakras, but when you are able to feel that kind of sensation, whichever chakra you are on, and when you vibrate there, the vibration is going through the top of the head, that's when you know that chakra has cleared. Your focus is only on the chakra, but you will feel the resonance go up through the top of the head. After each one, you'll feel the resonance rise. Now, everybody does not have the sensory ability to feel that.
When I'm doing one start from the bottom, I do feel tingling and heat up to my heart level. I start feeling heated up. Sometimes I sweat all over my body also. So I don't know when to move to the next one.
But today, when you did with us, all of us together, did you feel the heat come on?
Yes.
Okay. How far did the heat go and the sensations go? Till the neck? Till the above?
No, they come up to my middle of to the heart chakra. I still have heat coming from bottom all the way to the top of my back under my shoulders, all the around the chest.
You felt nothing in the throat or anything?
No. So I do feel a little bit up here, but not, but lower portion, I still feel heat.
Okay, I understand. Whatever is your health issue, the lower parts are the part which need more healing.
Okay.
That is why you're feeling that thing, the more heat and all of that. Okay.
Okay.
So nothing to worry about. But the
No,
key,
how do I decide?
yeah, when you're doing on your own, you don't have a very good way to do it other than if you can feel the same kind of heat coming on over there, you know you have hit the spot.
Okay.
And there a few times and then move on. So
Okay.
when people are doing and they're unable to sense, I say do 5 times in each chakra.
Okay. Thank you so much for
You're welcome.
that helps.
Rajanji, today I just started meditating chakras on Anjana chakra. I just see the middle point and two lines split on front and back. One is a sum, one is a hum. So why it happened in middle of the head? Middle of the head is just point come and that point go in straight line front and back, and the chakras divided.
Sorry, the thing is basically when you were doing chum, you
Yes.
found that a sensation coming forward and backward. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, but when I say concentrate on center, I see some bindu, one point, and
Okay.
point there's one straight line. One going one front line to another chakra and back line another chakra. Back line is like say sum, and front is the hum and om, something like that. Yeah.
So the thing is, and you're feeling some vibration over there like this.
Yes. I feel vibration of both chakras, om and ksam.
So the thing is basically that is your individual experience. So
Okay.
all we can say is, let me ask you another question. You have been doing some meditative practices for many years, right?
Yes.
Where do you focus in your meditation?
Meditation, I mean, when I meditate, I just focus whole Susumna Nadi in all nadis, and all the points I focus, and all the lights come out, and whole body is lightened with whole lights and this thing.
I understand, but not now. What I am asking you is not now. Go back 3 years back. So when you were doing your meditation, did you focus in any part of the body 3 years ago?
Yeah, on the center of the head.
Okay. Now I know the answer. The thing is, for many, many years, you have been focused on the center of the head and you have been doing your meditative practice. Now, there are 3 places where through which you can engage in meditation. One meditation is in the center of the head, which many institutions do. And I don't recommend it because that place is not the place of surrender and letting go. That is the place of what I call the place where Durvasa Maharishi operates. So the place where you use your power of intent and connectivity to give blessings and curses to people. So the thing is, you see, that's why we never tell people to meditate in the middle of the head. But I know many institutions, that's what they do. Now, so I let people to focus from the top of the head. Third place where there is, where some degree of spiritual upliftment can happen is irrelevant for people. So I don't even discuss it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. So because you have trained for so many years, that area is likely to stimulate more.
Okay.
Rajanji, when we do the chakras, we hold the mudra. How do we know when to drop the mudra?
See, the thing is, you see, I use the mudra only to increase the power of the chakra vibration. Once it reaches to the top of the head, if you release it, it's more open to go through the head. So if you are unable to feel it, what I will suggest is, if you are doing 5 times in each chakra, 4 times hold the finger and do it, and the last time release it.
That's what I do. The last couple of them, I just release it and do it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Dr. Rajan,
Yes.
you can read our auras just by looking at us?
See, what it is auras are the reflection of the nadis. So I can read nadis, but I don't see auras. Now, one can, if one wanted to, one can train themselves to look at that, but I never trained myself. The only one time I was very curious of was to see what the Sahasrara chakra looked like. You know, they talk about the Padma above the head. So it is very interesting. So that was the only time I tried looking at it, standing in front of a mirror and trying to look at it. So it was very interesting.
Wow. Okay, you can read our thoughts also? Sense? No?
What happens is, the part is, from a yogic perspective, I have no interest in what other people are doing. Okay. So I don't look at anyone normally. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Only for the specific purpose of whatever, like we are right here as a group, we are clearing the chakras with the chakra vibration. So I don't focus on an individual. I focus on the collective. And that is all I look at, right?
I was curious because today Dr. Anjana said that I cannot sense, so I'll let you do the other exercises. And that got me a little curious, So that's why I asked. Thank you.
Dr. Rajan?
Yes.
I posted a question about the vibrations after several vibrations going from feet to head. The 5th or 6th time, it just starts from the knee instead of all the way from the feet. Is that a reason?
When you're doing it in the perineum?
No. Naturally, sometimes I'm in the evening when I'm just lying in bed, feeling the sensations and see the whole vibration moving from toe to all the way to head.
But this is not necessarily when you're doing chakra vibration. It is only when you're silent, right?
When I'm silent and I'm almost like in Vipassana state.
Yes. The thing is, what happens is, when you're in that kind of meditative state, you have an openness within you. When you have that openness and that connectivity, what that results in is, wherever you need healing in the body, the cosmic connectivity takes care of the healing. And so this is why when we do regular meditative practices after clearing the nadis, we do what we call chitta shuddhi. When the shuddhi comes, after that, when you do daily practice, every day you will feel that in that silent moment when you are an observer and you feel connected mentally, you have let go, that you'll feel the vibration wherever it needs healing, and to clear it up very nicely.
Okay, thank you.
That is the regular practice that I do.
Dr. Rajan?
You have been doing yoga and this practice.
Sorry, Mukeshji and Sushila Iyer spoke at the same time. Mukeshji, finish the thought over there. You said something?
Just I was curious to know how long you have been practicing yoga and how did you get inspired to do that?
Oh, I have been practicing for 39 years. And I'll tell you how I got inspired in a moment, but let's Sushila Iyer, go ahead.
This may be a funny question. Is there anything for hair growth?
Well, as far as I know, Baba Ramdev says, do this finger, like,
everybody says that. Yeah.
Other than that part of it, I don't know. Now, I have not tested that aspect. One thing that one of the ladies who is there in the West Coast, Uma, who comes on, Uma said that in her she had started losing a lot of hair in clumps in places.
Me too.
And so the dermatologist asked her to take biotin, and she took the biotin for 1 month, and the hair all came back.
Wow. Okay. Okay. And have you seen my
And I'm sorry, I've been so
that's-
bad because I've been backed up
that's-
with so much of our institutional work. I've really not gone fully into everything, but I will
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
It'll probably be next Monday by the time I get back.
No problem. No problem. Yeah. Thank you. Can we get biotin anywhere in the store, or it has to be
Yeah, I
doctor?
think you should be able to get in any local store, Walmart, any place.
Okay, thank you. It's not doctor prescription.
No, it's not doctor prescription.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste.
You're welcome. And so back to Mukesh, unless somebody else has a question. Anybody? No. Okay. You see, what happens is you ask me what inspired me, right?
Yes.
So my journey goes as follows. You see, we are all really beings who are in this cosmic journey, and when the time is right, we call it accidents of life, but I call it, you see, the conspiracy of the divinity. So the thing is, when the time is right, it all happens. In my case, how it happened was, in 1981, I was ready to come to the United States to do my PhD program. So when I was so close to our home, there was an IAS officer who was kind of known, I didn't personally know him, but his family, his wife and children were all kind of known kind of thing. So I went to him to get his signature to say that he knows me as a valid Indian person. Otherwise, the police verifications take a long time. So when I went to him, he signed everything for me. And I had also heard from his family that he had gone to Maharishi Mahesh Yogi's Institute and he had learned transcendental meditation. So out of curiosity, I asked him, Uncle, what is this, TM? I hear that you have learned this. So what is this all about? So the reaction I got from him was one of the strangest reaction I have seen, but that drew my curiosity. What happened was, there I am sitting in his living room across from him, and his head goes up like this. And then he goes like this. And then he's searching for words. He didn't have words, okay? And then in the end, after the 30, 40 seconds of pause, which is a long pause in a conversation, he looks at me and says, you know what? Their institute is just close by over here. Why don't you go and try it for yourself? Because you're a student, they will only charge you 25 rupees. So what happened was, so in 1981, I came back home and I said, I want to go and try this. Because the way in which he said it, it was like so curious, it drew the curiosity out of me. He was trying to find words, he couldn't express himself. So then what I did was, when I came back home and I wanted to go, at home, coming from the family and tradition we come from, there was a lot of doubts at home. What is this craziness? What is going on? And then, of course, my father was my closest friend. So my father and I got along so well. My brother made some silly comments. My mother said something. But my father and he looked at me and said, you really want to go? So I said, yes. So I said, go. And so the thing is, you see, so that is how I went to do that. Now, what happened was, the next surprise I had was, I did this, they told me to do a mantra meditation. And I did the mantra meditation. And within a week, I had a number of sensations. What would happen is my head would feel each time I sit in, after about daily, I was doing it 3 times a day in those days. So by the 5th day or so, while doing, I would feel like my head was spinning. And I will, and of course, because it was close by the center, they would, if I have such experiences, they will clarify. They say, don't worry about it, continue doing. And what will happen is it'll spin and then like giddiness spinning, and then it'll come to a stop. And while it is spinning, I'll feel like something is going out, like spinning and getting out of the body. And at the end of it, there'll be like the head has cleared out and there is a deep sense of relaxation within. So what I found was that deep relaxation enabled my power of concentration, the ability to focus, be relaxed. All of that was very good. And so for me, it was a productivity tool that I used. And so all through my graduate school days and my early working days, I would do that morning and evening without fail, because it was my productivity tool. Without that, I wouldn't begin, this thing. So I kept on doing this for many, many years. And 14 years and about 11 years after I started, I went on to go and learn Hatha Yoga practices from in Virginia over here in Charlottesville. We have this integral yoga Sachidananda Ashram. So there I went and learned the Hatha Yoga techniques. So I used to do daily practice of Hatha Yoga as well as the meditation. The combined effect of it, in about another 2-3 years later, I had a situation in my life where I was pondering, why is all this happening? And I go into that meditative state. I'm able to see, like I'm seeing a silent video, like a silent movie. And there is some voice behind me telling me, this is you. I see faces that I don't recognize, but a voice behind me saying, this is you, this is so-and-so in my life and all of these things. And I see this thing unfolding, but it is not like a dream. A dream is something it fades off in memory. This never fades off. So, and it is very weird. I don't see any recognized faces, but the voice is telling me this thing. So it seemed like this was like from another lifetime. I was seeing things. But then, given the upbringing I have come from and the scientific orientation we have taken, I cannot mentally resolve that with conviction that I'm seeing something from a past. So one of my meditation friends, I didn't tell him what I saw. I only told him I saw something that looked like a previous lifetime. Then he told me, you know what, you should go and speak to this person. And this person was a faculty in the Annapolis Naval Institute. He was a professor there. So that he told me that professor, when he looks at people, he has the ability to see their previous lifetime. So that professor would never admit he had that ability. Okay. So I have, the first time when I asked him, he says, people say strange things about me, don't believe them. Then it just so happened that the third time I met him, it was in an unusual situation where actually my friend had asked me to pick up something for him from this professor's home. So I went there to pick up. Then he said, oh, why don't you sit down? And then after that, I was ready to pick up and leave, but he asked me to sit down. And then he starts asking me, does this mean anything to you? Does that mean anything to you? And he goes on to describe everything I have seen. I have not shared it with him. So he's able to see everything. So that became a point of conviction because it was a secondhand validation that no other person could, know. And so then I became convinced what I had seen in my previous lifetime. And I was able to resolve a number of situations I experienced in this lifetime, how the karma flows from one lifetime to another. Yeah. And that experience was a very transforming experience in my life, because from there on, I have complete conviction I'm not this body at all. And I have complete conviction that I'm flowing from one lifetime to another. Then, of course, the curiosity opens up. What is the meaning of all of these things? So from that point in time, I went searching for answers. And so I was, from that point in time, of course, I visited many, many ashrams, many, yogis and all of that. In India and the US, everywhere I went this thing. And everywhere I learned some practices, but nobody gives me real answers, okay? And then finally, it was through the process that is described in the Yoga Sutra, the process called the samyama process. The samyama process is the process of self-inquiry. You, in that meditative state, you enter with a dharana, with a question. And so what happened was, in my room, in my bedroom, there was an old calendar which had the face of Adi Shankaracharya over there.
Yeah.
So like there was this in the Vivek Chudamani, which he has written, in the first or second stanza, he says, you're so lucky to be born as a Brahmin as well as a male that you're eligible to read this document. The moment I read that, I said, how can an elevated person ever say that? You know, there is all of this knowledge is equally available to anyone. There is no sense of caste or anything. And there is no sense of male or female. How can he make a statement like this? So the thing is, basically, I looked at him and I was in meditation and I was asking, how is it possible? And then one day I wake up and I'm able to see Shankaracharya where he was at every point in their lifetime. Wow. How much was his cosmic knowledge? What was his connectivity? So I was able to map. And then I look at other people. So I'm able to see everyone. So we become timeless, and we can look at people in each of their nadis, how much of Atma Vidya they have at what point in time. And in fact, a lot of the things that are read today, like the early documents of Shankaracharya, they were not the documents of a realized master. But they were, you know, this is where the difference comes. Having a spiritual experience beyond the body is not equal to self-realization. It is only an experience. The concept of self-realization goes even much farther. So the thing is basically this, the first level of samadhi is the connectivity that goes beyond the body. After that, and that connectivity comes when you are willing to let go. That is why I ask you to that affirmation, let go.
Yeah, let go.
From that let go is where connectivity happens. And once the connectivity stays, slowly the Vairagya Bhav, as it develops within you. And as the Patanjali Muni, many of you know from the Yoga Sutras, Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam Tat Nirodha, that is the Chittavritti Nirodha. So you're unaffected by the activation within of our Chitta. So by the regular practice of Vairagya Bhav. And when that Vairagya Bhav hits you and you're there all the time, and you're unaffected by anything, slowly from the Vairagya Bhav, the Vairagya Bhav is happening through the Sushumna Nadi. That is where all the Chittavritti is happening. So from there, slowly one enters the Atma Nadi. And the Atma Nadi finally takes you into the self-realization, into the Atma Chakra. So in the Atma Chakra is the state where you realize you're affected by nothing, but yet having come into this body, you have duties towards life. Now, in the Buddhist system, Gautama Buddha never entered the Atma Chakra. From the Vairagya Bhav, his journey was coming down slowly along the Atma Nadi, but before it entered the Atma Chakra, he left the body. So in the Buddhist tradition, life is meaningless. You have to give up everything, and that is the only way you can get out of this this cycle of this birth and rebirth. But whereas in Sanatana Dharma, we say you should not be affected by anything, but you still have duties to do, your swadharma, what you are born towards. So that is the higher realization. So and this is what Bhagavad Gita tells you. Krishna is telling you all the time, do your duty, but don't be attached to anything. Right? So, so this is how that, realization comes in. So
where is Atma Chakra is the heart, in the heart, where is Atma Chakra is?
It is at the sternum.
Oh.
Just inside the sternum.
Okay.
You see, you come from a background where you have read some of the suktas and the Vedas, right?
Yes.
You have read the Narayana Sukta, Adho Nishtya Vidasyante Nabhyam Uparitishtati Jwalamala Kulambhati Vishwasyayatanam Mahat. So what it's really saying is, it's describing the Atma Chakra is nothing but a transmitter. So the transmitter, when it has power, is radiating in every direction. Waves are flowing. It is communicating, right? That is the nature of a transmitter. So the way in which the ancient language describes it is Jwalamala Kulam Bhati Vishwasyayatanam Mahat. So it is like a ring of concentric fires is what Jwalamala, or you think of it as a ring of concentric vibrations or flames that can reach the entire universe. Jwalamala Kulambhati Vishwasyayatanam Mahat. Its extent is to the entire universe. Think of how in the language they are describing a transmitter.
All right.
Okay. So enough for today. We'll continue the discussion tomorrow.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Thank
Very,
you.
very
Thank you.
nice.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Rajan
you,
bhai.
Dr.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan. Very interesting.
Thank you.
We'll have more.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you,
Rajan.
Dr. Rajan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Very good.
Surya.
Thank you for the great question.
Thank you. Thank you.